Hi everyone, welcome to another key moment in chess history. In this game, Rubinstein is playing black against a guy named Cohn. And this is one of those games where you get to see Rubinstein's technique. If you look at the position, it's a rook and pawn in game, 6 versus 6, should be an easy draw. But watch what happens. So Rubinstein starts with the move a5. Black proceeds with e5. White captures on e5. And by the way, a5 just seems like a better chance to win. Although pawn takes pawn is also playable. I guess he was worried about something like this and thinking that this was maybe too much simplification. Although white also has some chances here. But instead he played a5, e5, pawn takes. So first question to you, audience. What would you recapture here if you were black? Alright, so I'm going to show you the choice that Cohn made. Cohn took with the pawn. I think rook takes is more solid, and black should be okay here. The white king is going to have a hard time really infiltrating the position. And the problem is when we take with the pawn, now all of a sudden this pawn is a bit weak. And after rook to d3, our plan is to bring our king up, which is annoying. Now let's say black plays a move like king e6, so that after this, he can meet it with rook c4 to kick our king away. Well, then we go rook to d8, and now our rook is starting to infiltrate the position. So slowly but surely, Rubinstein's opponents just make small inaccuracies, and that is why in these simple positions, he fared very well, especially when he was not playing the top flight competition. So rook takes would have been the best choice. And after king d3, who knows, maybe rook h5, rook g5, and h5. I mean, the position should be basically close to even. And black could start pushing his pawns on the queen side, king side, sorry. But instead he took with the pawn. Rook d3 was played, and now rook c4 came to stop king to e4. But white just kicked him away with b3. And now black played rook c6. Probably more accurate was rook h4 to try to maintain the rook on this fourth rank. Although even so, rook to d5 may be annoying. So I can understand how he's suddenly getting confused, because now the king comes in, and clearly white is better now, because we have an active king, and black is a target here. Now we can't go here just yet because the rook takes c3. He plays a nice move, rook to h3, attacking the h7 pawn. Now, admittedly, maybe black doesn't have to worry about defending it because of the c3 pawn, but he did just for simplicity's sake. He just played h6. And now after rook g3, white's actually threatening rook g6. And the problem is, so let's say he goes g5. Well, now probably h4 would be very annoying. And after take, rook here, rook takes, and king takes e5 is winning. So white just played king f6, but simply allowed the white king to come in, which is a bit of a disaster, to be honest. Rook e6, rook check, and g3, just a simple safe move. Not necessary, of course, but he realizes black can't really do anything too useful. Why not make it so that rook g6 will never gain a tempo? And now rook e3, c4, and this passed pawn is going to be the end of the world. Okay, we have also cut the king off, as you see now. So the pawn is going to be completely unstoppable. And now it's just over at this point. And black resigned. But amazing how that happened, right? From this pretty simple position, where it looks pretty much even, Rubinstein was able to grind out the win. And it just required the smallest of edges. I mean, white does have some edge here, but just like the king is slightly more active. The pawns are slightly more advanced. But e5, rook takes should be fine. This move just made a weakness, made a nice square for the king, and just didn't really make much sense. Just rook takes, and it should be much easier to hold the draw than it was in the game. But after pawn takes, white actually got some significant advantage here. So just a one little misstep can lead from, a pretty close to even position to a really suffering to make a draw, and he was not able to do it against somebody like Rubinstein. So thanks for watching yet another nice technical game from Rubinstein. We're going to see a lot more of those throughout his career, and I will see you tomorrow with another game, actually one more game from this tournament. Bye-bye.